Hello there beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day, and today's video is going to be about products that I wanted until I saw them in person. Now these may be things that I didn't want exactly at launch, but maybe over time I was kind of thinking maybe I should pick this up, but when I saw this product in person, I didn't end up buying it. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty free, and so are all the products I'll be talking about in today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to go ahead and say, no offense if you like any of these products, you may love them, they may be great quality products, but when I saw these products in person, like eye to eye with it, something just didn't feel right, or it just didn't intrigue me anymore, or I swatched it and didn't like it, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one, which inspired today's video, which is a new release, and a lot of you guys are probably going to be a little bit mad about it, because I really wanted, like this. The second I heard this was coming out, before I even saw the palette, I was there. I was in here. I was going to throw my money to the wind for it. But when I saw it in person, it looked horrible. And this is the Alyssa Edwards and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I love Anastasia palette quality, but this Alyssa Edwards palette in person, you guys, it's beautiful, it's stunning, it looks amazing. But the white shadow and the black shadow in there, ugh. Like the white shadow, the Ulta I went to go look at it, even scraped, they told me they scraped off the top layer of the white shadow to see if it was just like crusty on the top. The white shadow is non-existent. It has zero pigment to it. It's the most dusty, but not, it's like you can't even get anything off of it to be dusty. It is a horrible white eyeshadow. The black also looked pretty chalky when I swatched it too. I like the yellow, which is why I wanted the palette in the first place. But a nice white base is great, and especially since she's a drag queen, you kind of need that. But it looked rough. Like, that white shadow is not good, not up to par. I have not seen any reviews of this palette yet. I haven't watched any reviews, so I don't know if people are saying bad things about this white shadow, but that white shadow was not okay, and I would not buy the palette. Just the fact that was just so... it was just not good. Next up is another Anastasia palette. I do apologize about this. This is another palette that I waited till Anastasia had it in stores before I bit the bullet on it. And this is the Anastasia Riviera palette. It is so pretty online. Everyone who has it seems to really enjoy it. I'm sure it's great quality, but for me it just looks like a lot of shimmers that I probably wouldn't use too often. In person, I didn't go for it. I really like the navy striped packaging. I think it's beautiful packaging. The colors inside are cute too. I just wish the palette packaging matched the color scheme inside a little bit more, and the inside had a lot of shimmers that I didn't think I'd use too often. So overall, it looked like I had to dip into a different palette to use that palette for me, and that's not what I'm trying to do these days. I'm trying to stick to one palette at a time if I can, so I didn't pick it up. Next up is a foundation that a lot of influencers were used to promote, so it got a lot of hype when it came out, and this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. This is also available at Ulta, Target, Walmart, I don't know if it's a Walmart. It's at Nordstrom Rack too. A couple of the shades that are kind of like medium, kind of olive-y tones are in Nordstrom Rack. I saw that the other day. And this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. They have a lot of shades, but a lot of them seem really yellow. For like a fair complexion, they seemed like a lot of yellow to them. They didn't seem very neutral or cool toned. So when I saw it in person, I didn't think any of those shades would really work for me too well. So I decided to skip out on that foundation, even though I've heard mixed reviews on it. So I'm not sure if it's good or not. But for me, it just looked like a lot of yellow or olive tones. Next up is the Juvia's Place Coral 3 palette. I know this is a neutral palette, and I was like, it's cute, it's compact, it's only got a couple shades, and it looked pretty cute, and the packaging is nice. But in person, I have zero interest in this palette. Zero interest in the Coral 3. It's so, you know, it's just like, it's not something I would be interested in. The same thing goes for the Juvia's Place Afrique palette. I love the Juvia's Place palettes. I'm not going to talk about the drama that's going on right now because I don't have any business in that conversation. But the Zulu palette and the Warrior palette and the Masquerade palette are all such good palettes. But the Afrique one, when I swatched it, and you know, because I was seeing that yellow shade in there, it just seemed kind of dry. So I didn't have any desire in buying that one. Next up is something that I ended up getting a sample of, even though I saw it in person, decided not to buy the bullet on the full size thing, so I wasn't convinced, so I ended up getting a sample from Sephora, and then it really locked me in that I wasn't going to buy this. And this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I wanted it forever. There's a cat hair in my lipstick. I wanted it forever, right? And it looked so good on other people, and I've heard so many things, like everything is Amazonian Clay since that foundation did so well from Tarte, and I love Tarte products, and I love Tarte foundation. But when I saw this in person and I swatched it, I knew it was not going to work for my dry skin. It's a real thick consistency. I know it's a clay, Amazonian clay, I get that. But it just seemed real kind of cakey and thick. And then when I got the sample of it, it just enhanced every line on my face. So I did not end up buying that, but I did want it online for like the biggest time because it looks so great on some people. Next up is an entire brand. Now, I'm not sure these products are good and I would be willing to give them a shot, but when I saw them on a little display, nothing called to me. But this is Flesh Cosmetics. So first of all, I don't like the name. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. I'm not like, I mean, I'm a little tiny bit of a prude sometimes. So it looked okay, but like when you see people, because they sponsored a lot of videos when they first came out, their foundation stuff looks so good. Their sticks and everything looks so good. But when I saw them in person, I was just kind of like, it doesn't look like too much product. And it's kind of expensive and it didn't really look like the best packaging. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know if it's worth spending the money on. If I had Ulta points or if it's at Sephora's, if I had Sephora points or something, maybe. But I ended up just passing on Flesh Cosmetics because nothing really called to me from that brand when I saw the whole display. Next up is something I still kind of want and I've wanted for a long time. And this is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. I wanted this so bad, but every time I saw it in person, it was always sold out. And then when I looked at the display, or the little like tester they had out still, I was like, oh, it doesn't look that great. But I still kind of want it. Even though I see it in person, I'm kind of like, it looks okay. But I still kind of want it a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But when I see it in person, I'm not overwhelmed by like, oh, this looks like a beautiful powder or anything. But it smells good. So, I don't know, I'm still a little bit torn on that one. Next up is something I still slightly want as well, but I will not buy because when I see it in person, it does not look like it's for me. And I wanted this so bad for the longest time. So bad that I still think about it once in a while. And this is Kylie Cosmetics Posy K. I just want the lipstick. I don't want the lip kit, whatever. That's a little too expensive. Just give me the lipstick, liquid lipstick. I think it's like $19. I want that. It's so beautiful online. You see pictures of Posy K and it looks so cute. But when you see the box in person, you see what Posy K comes in. The top of the box is so hot pink. And I'm like, I want something a little more muted. I want something a little more cool. And it looks so hot pink that I don't want Posy K anymore. Every time I go to like, I want to buy it. Or there's like a coupon, Kylie emails you and stuff. I'm like, ooh, I want to get it. But then I think about when I see it in person, it looks so hot pink and I wouldn't wear it. So I've passed on Posy K for that reason. Next up is the Wet n Wild Crystal Cavern Collection. This came out right before the like Wet n Wild stuff happened, where we found out they're not cruelty free. And I'm also not sure how I feel about that because I know they're trying to do things to not be tested on animals while sold in China, and there's no pre-market testing done. But the fact that they lied to Logical Harmony and said they're not there and she had to catch them there makes me kind of feel iffy about it. So I'm not sure how I feel about Wet n Wild's cruelty-free status at the moment. But the Crystal Cavern collection looked so cute. You know, their themes are always really good themes. But when I saw it in person, the little trios were just kind of like, to me. And yeah, I just didn't buy anything from that collection. It's all on clearance right now too, I think. So if you do want it, you can get it for pretty cheap. But when I saw the little trio eyeshadow palettes, it's like I'd never reach for a tiny eyeshadow palette like that. And the colors don't look super interesting either. So I passed. So the next thing is from Urban Decay. A lot of Urban Decay palettes I see in person, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I need that, just because they are pretty expensive. They're usually over $50, like $54 I think is like a Naked palette. And this is the Naked Mini palette, the Naked Heat Mini. You know, the little heat palette, but like a mini form. It looked real cute, okay? It looked real cute, and it's real tempting. Is that a bug on my ceiling? I hope not. But the Naked Mini palette, the little heat palette, looked so cute, and I really wanted it. But I realized I don't use my Naked Heat palette as much as I thought I would. Typically, I would just use like more colorful shadows or really neutral shadows. I don't do too many warm tone looks often, like orangey, bricky red shades. I should use them more. I should dip into that palette more, but I just don't. So I decided to skip on the Petite Heat. That's what it's called. It's the Petite Heat palette, but I decided to skip on that one because I decided I probably wouldn't use it that much. Next up is the rainbow highlighter trend. I never ended up buying a rainbow highlighter because they looked really cool online. Like, it looked like a cool like video idea, like trying out a rainbow highlighter. I did end up having one sent to me, and it was a Chaotic Beauty one. But I never ended up buying a rainbow highlighter because every time I went to the store or I saw one or I saw like the Wet n Wild rainbow highlighter, it looked so gimmicky in person. Like, it looks like a cool, like, fun thing when you're looking at it and like, oh, that's so cute and fun. But when I see it in person, like, what is the point of this? Why would I ever need to purchase this? And what is the point? So I never ended up buying the rainbow highlighters, even though everyone else did, and it seemed like a good time and everything. I didn't think it was practical in the long run, so I decided to skip out on that as well. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know something that you wanted until you saw it in person in the comment section down below. For me, the things that I really wanted until I saw them in person were the two Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. The Alyssa Edwards one, still the color composition and everything looks so cute. I can't get behind how chalky and like non-existent that white shade is. Even like swatching it back and forth on your finger and trying to put it on your hand, it did not show up, so I could not. And then the Riviera palette looks so beautiful online, like irresistibly fun, but I just don't think I get that much use out of it once I saw it in person, because I know what kind of colors I reach for, and I guess it just wasn't those that day. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. No hard feelings if you like these products. They're probably good products. I don't know. I haven't tried them. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.